What's going on, guys, and welcome to today's video. And we do have a TRX video finally after like 50 Jeep videos. Yeah, I know. And of course, it's not even with my own TRX, but my good buddy Eric's TRX. You guys have seen this thing on the channel quite a few times now. We did the intake, the exhaust. Today we are doing something really cool. We are doing an ADD bomber bumper. An ADD is one of the big guys in the bumper aftermarket desert truck game. As you can see, it is upside down right now, but this is the bomber bumper in the rigid flavor here with all of those rigid lights ready to go in that bumper. Now I'm going to try to show relatively decent install. Now I may not show every single little meticulous mounting all the lights, but at least kind of the general overview. ADD does have like really decent instructions. So if you have the instructions and some hand tools, you should be able to do this yourself. But the main thing, or the first thing here, is getting the bumper pulled off. If you guys saw my previous video on changing my lower skid plate piece, it's obviously going to be the same. But here in the wheel well, I like to pull these inner kind of splash shields. You've got some 8mm bolts. You can get these inner splash shields off. And once you get those splash shields off, you can see those 3 studs here on the passenger side that I've already got those 18mm nuts off. Now these outside ones are super easy to get to. That inside one is a pain. It's just kind of right there by the body. So you're using a wrench and just moving it just a little amount every single time. Now here on the driver's side is the kind of main front body harness connection, or the bumper harness, I guess I should say. So in that wheel well, you'll see a couple of wiring harnesses depending on your truck. Mine, without park sensors, I only had 1 connector. This truck should probably have 2 since it does have park sensors and the fog lights, but regardless, you'll kind of see the wiring in here that you need to get disconnected. Get those 18mm off, and we've already pulled the skid plate on this truck here, which is just those 16mm bolts there on the ground. All right, guys, so we got the bumper pulled off the truck, and kind of the next step is pulling all of the factory wiring harness off. It's just a whole bunch of clips, and if your truck does have park sensors, you will have a bunch of park sensors. They're relatively easy to get out. You just kind of flex those 2 tabs. The park sensor will pull out. I was able to get the harness out without having to pull any of the bumper structure. You can just kind of reach underneath and get the few other park sensors that are kind of hidden behind that front crash bar. You'll also have the corner marker lights that you've got to get out. And then on their instructions, they want you to cut off 2 brackets off of the frame here. One is on the frame, and then one is on kind of the oil cooler bracket, mounting bracket. So we've got those trimmed off and then painted black so we don't have any rust. And then we will be ready to start kind of assembling all of our lights, harnesses, everything into the bumper. Now, there's multiple different versions depending on if it's a rigid bumper or a Baja design, so this isn't really going to be too in-depth on this part since it's just going to kind of be following the instructions on your version of the bumper. But get everything transferred over, and then we will start getting the new bumper on the truck and go from there. All right, guys, so we spent a lot of time wiring. I mean, multiple hours here building a harness for all the lights, getting everything routed and loomed so it looks correct on a $100,000 truck. We didn't just want wiring loose and zip tied, so I will show you what we ended up with here. So as you guys can see, we've got the factory harness that connects to the park sensors and the side marker lights. And then we've got that integrated into the harness that we made here. We've got all of the ends terminated. We've got a ground wire, and we've actually got spotlights and driving lights here. So we've got multiple different lights that we're going to have auxiliary switches for. We're going to have one auxiliary switch for our driving, one auxiliary switch for our two spotlights, and then all of these rigid lights are amber backlit. So we are going to have another additional auxiliary switch for all of that amber backlighting, just so you can pick and choose kind of what you want. We did wire the lights that are in the factory fog light location to the factory fog light harness. So it's going to work with the factory button there on the headlamp switch. So like I said, hours and hours of soldering, heat shrinking, looming. This took 15 minutes to pull the old bumper off, cut the couple of tabs off the frame, but the wiring took 5 hours to do right, do nicely, make sure you've got everything where it needs to go. So we are going to set this thing up into place now, just kind of loosely get a couple of bolts started and get our wiring connected just to make sure I have everything connected correctly before we finally bolt this thing on and have to pull it back off because something's wired wrong. So I'll throw you guys up on the tripod and we'll set this thing on, hopefully get some bolts started and see what lights work. All right, guys, we finally have the bumper fully installed, and honestly, the bumper installation side of things is super easy. If you were just pulling the factory bumper off, it would take you like 10 minutes. If you were putting this on, it would take you maybe 20 minutes. But the thing that took us the whole day is wiring. Like I showed you guys, we kind of built that wiring harness that ran with the factory harness, and we had it wire loomed and zip tied, and we took a lot of time making it look factory, like I said, like you'd want to do on a $100,000 truck. So this one is the rigid version, and with the amber backlighting, you can see it does have a pretty cool look to it. It'll look pretty cool at night. Now the truck does have the park lights on, so that's why we've got the upper amber lights and the DRLs on. I'll have my buddy Eric jump in here and kind of cycle through all the modes. Like I said, our fog lights we've got wired to the factory fog light switch. So all he has to do is just hit the factory fog light button. That is our fog lights obviously there. And then we've got the spotlights and the driving lights. And we've wired those separately so you can run just the inside lights or just the outside lights, depending on, what you're doing outside. Like I said, he was very smart and forward thinking and got not just all the same lights. He got two spotlights, two driving lights, so he could kind of pick and choose during night conditions or driving conditions on what he wants to do. So super cool that he did that. And then, like I said, we wired all of the amber lights to one auxiliary switch so we could turn those on and off as he wanted to. So yeah, it's fits really well. Which I guess I'll talk about fit and finish here of this ADD bomber bumper. I was kind of concerned or worried. I've put on some poorly fitting aftermarket bumpers, not ADD, but other brands. I won't name any names, but they didn't fit well. Bolt holes didn't line up. You had to wallow bolt holes out. It was not a good experience. So I was concerned, being my first ADD bumper installation, on how well they would fit or not fit. This thing fit perfectly. All the bolt holes lined up. We didn't have to do any wallowing, anything weird. The only thing you do have to do is the factory hole. They want you just to enlarge to a 1/2 inch for these lower bumper bolts, but that took 2 seconds and that was done. But yeah, fit and finish just worked really, really well. We've got really nice kind of even gaps on the side. We've got just a little bit of lip there, which matches perfectly to this side. The gap, you can really do a lot of kind of fine-tune adjustment side to side, up and down. They left you with a decent amount of, you know, movement or adjustability in the mounting system on the sides. So it definitely was a pleasant surprise putting this ADD bumper on and it fitting well, working well, fitting the truck, just doing like a bumper is supposed to do. The weight, it probably felt slightly heavier than the factory bumper. You know, not massively, but there was a little bit of additional weight, but it wasn't something that, you know, was crazy concerning. It'll be interesting seeing gas mileage on his truck. Yes, I know TRX and gas mileage talk, but it'll be interesting seeing, did the factory bumper help push any more air under the truck versus this, that you're gonna have a lot more air, you know, hitting, you know, suspension, wheels, tires. It probably honestly won't change much, if any, but I don't know, just something interesting. So guys, if you're thinking about an aftermarket bumper, I can at least speak highly on ADD's bumpers now. They fit well, fit and finish, everything. The coating seems to be of high quality. So yeah, it was a heck of an install. My goodness, like I said, the actual bumper removal install, not a big deal, few hours. Wiring was a absolute, not a pain. Just if you want it to look nice, you've got to spend a lot of time, and we did that. Well guys, thanks for coming out to a very, very long overdue TRX video, and hopefully we'll see my truck on the channel sometime again soon or whenever. All right guys, well, thanks as always for watching, and we'll catch you guys next time.